Hey guys, and this is part 2 of my goals series per se. The first part was personal goals, this one's more going to be gym goals focused. So yeah, let's get right to it. My goals around the gym are usually very simple. The way that I train is very much like a powerlifter, which means that I squat a lot, bench and deadlift basically all the time. So my goals usually revolve around hitting certain numbers in those lifts. This year isn't any different, but I'm going to be trying to add 1 or 2 goals around those which aren't strictly just weight numbers. So to get started, let's start in the order that it should be done. Squats. Last year I started the year 142 kilo squat, ended the year with 155 kilos. I think it's more, but I've not actually tested, but we'll call it 155, which is obviously a 12 kilos, that's 12 and a half kilos increase in a year, which sounds good, but I think I can do better. So if I'm going for 155, I'm going to try and add 15 kilos this year and aim for 170 kilo squat by the end of the year. I think that's doable. That should be pretty easy. All I need to do is obviously get stronger legs, work on technique and glutes. Work on my glutes, because if you get a good booty, you get stronger. Them's the rules. Secondly, and clearly the most important of all the exercises, according to some, bench. Bench is one of those exercises that doesn't really increase that quickly, and last year I started at 112 kilos, finished the year with, oh that's a lie, started last year with 117 kilo bench, ended it with about 125 kilos. So I'm gonna make a small jump this year, and I'd be happy if I can bench 130 kilos by the end of the year. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it will be when you take into the fact that one of my goals will be body weight based, and that could affect all of this in some way. And last but not least, my favourite lift, and quite a lot of your guys' favourite lift too, the deadlift, because who doesn't like lifting a shit ton of weight? Last year my max was 192.5. At some point this year I hit 195, which is like no increase whatsoever really. 2.5 kilos in a year is a disaster. But saying that, I did lose 40 pounds and that's a big factor into this. The issue is I've now put a lot of that back on, so I don't know what to tell you. For 2017, I want to get that 195 kilos up a fair bit, and I'd love to be able to deadlift 220. I'm going to make this a big number. I might not make it, but if you don't set your goals big, you do not reach them. So, 220. 220 is the number I'm going to be aiming for, which is plausible. 25 kilos in a year, that's going to take some major work. My deadlifts need a lot of technique work and a lot of strengthening in all the weak points, but I reckon that I can actually make this if I keep my nutrition and training on point throughout the year. As I said though, with those 3 goals, that's my main powerlifting kind of gym goals out the way, but I want to do other things other than just lift heavy weights. One thing which is related to that though is I want to actually compete in my first ever powerlifting competition this year, which will be really exciting for me because I've never done it before, obviously, and the whole experience just sounds good from what I've read and seen online. Plus it'll give me a chance to actually physically test my numbers, because every time I've tested in the past I've always done 1 a day and never 3 in the same day. So that's going to be a completely different experience to what I've done before. So yeah, and no doubt I'll be documenting all of this, like the run up to it and the actual day and how I do and stuff and my thoughts and yeah. So later on in the year, if you keep coming back, you'll actually see that I'll be training for that and actually competing and hopefully doing well. If I remember correctly, I think the competition that I'm looking at is around May at some point, but I'll confirm that later on when I actually eventually end up signing for it. Right, let's get all the powerlifting stuff out of the way now. We've done that. 2 other gym goals that I want to do this year, which are non-lift specific weight based goals, are firstly, I want to sort my body weight out because it just goes up and down all the time. Because last year at Christmas time I was 220 pounds, and then in March I was 180, 183 I think, and then now I'm back up to about 200. So yeah, I want to sort that out. I would love to say that I would get down to like 74 kilos and compete in that class when I do compete at some point, but I think I'm just kidding myself really. So I'm going to go the class higher than that and then aim for 83. I would love to be 83 and under, somewhere around there. 83 kilos, that is, not 83 pounds because that would be ridiculous, but 83 kilos, which is 181 pounds or something like that, 183 pounds, I don't know, it's 180-ish, around there somewhere. So I'd like to be that body weight, but also increase my lift numbers at the same time. So that's where the issue might come in. That's why some of my goals are kind of small, because I don't think I'll be able to increase that much strength while losing that much weight. And finally, another goal that I would like to do is, I was talking to my friend and he is doing this as well, because both of us love lifting heavy weights. That seems to be all we ever do in the gym, which is fine and everyone enjoys doing that, but over the years I have kind of neglected actual general fitness and well-being. So this year I think I'm going to be putting a lot more emphasis on things such as cardio and mobility and just generally looking after my body, because one, I've abused it a lot with just lifting heavy weights all the time, and two, I'm not getting any younger and my joints and tendons and stuff will really appreciate the extra love and care that I'm hopefully going to give them. So this year, yes, I will be doing some cardio, which will help. Sorry about that, had a slight technical issue with the camera, just shut itself off. Not what I expected. But yes, this year I'm going to be doing cardio, which in turn will help me lose weight and actually help me lift heavier weights for longer, because cardio does factor into volume. So if you're doing reps of 8 to 10 or something, cardio does actually affect that, and hopefully I can improve that throughout the year. But yeah, don't expect me to be like, I'm going to be running a marathon by the end of the year. I just kind of want to do cardio to improve my general fitness and health, because everyone needs a healthy heart, and also everyone just generally needs to be a little bit more active in their life. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. Hopefully this gives you a little insight into what I'm trying to do this year. I'll probably add things to this throughout the year as things progress, but this is kind of my starting goals, and at least I have a journey to go on for now, so I can kind of progress towards something by the end of the year. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. If you did like this, remember to like it. If not, ignore it. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want, and I'll see you all next time. Peace! Aside from my soul,